Daesuk is a 40-year-old worthless loser. He is an average salary man who loves survival games. He is exploring a new world through his closet. He is wandering in a forest where he is surprised to see the plants and animals. He is happy to carry his air gun with him, but he suddenly gets attacked by goblins, little creatures with no intelligence that stay in groups. He panics and a girl appears out of nowhere. She tells him to hide behind her and pulls out her sword to face the goblins. The girl takes down the goblins one by one and he gets surprised. Later the girl asks him if he's all right and he thanks her for her help. The girl introduces herself as Lena, a traveling knight. He tells her his name and she giggles as she finds it weird. She is glad he is not hurt and tells him that goblins are extremely violent. Lena tells Daesuk that she is stationed at the nearby village and her mission is to take down the goblins in the surrounding area. Daesuk praises her talent and says that he would like her to work at his company. Lena looks at Daesuk's clothes and pistol and asks him about them as she has never seen such things before. Daesuk says that the pistol is his for his self-defense and she wonders how he uses it. Lena tells him that they should head back to the village. She says that she would escort him to safety and he resists. Lena tells him not to be embarrassed as there is nothing wrong with being weak. She says that she is just doing her duty by protecting him and they must before dusk. Lena starts feeling weird and wonders if there are goblins nearby. Suddenly, a gargoyle appears and Daesuk gets scared to see it. A gargoyle is a magical beast that is controlled by crafting spells on statues. Daesuk tells Lena that they should run and she refuses to let the gargoyle go on a rampage as the village is nearby. She pulls out her sword and tries to pierce the gargoyle but fails miserably. She keeps attacking it, but the gargoyle sends the bee flying in just one hit. Daesuk realizes that he must use the abilities that he was given earlier while Lena gets up again, refusing to give up. Daesuk pulls out his air gun and turns it into a real-life gun using his abilities. He is very surprised by this power as he shoots the gargoyle and leaves Lena completely shocked. He is using a Glock 17 made in Austria by the original company that chambers a 9mm bullet. It's easy to handle and allows quick reaction from the user against the enemy. Daesuk keeps shooting at the gargoyle and it starts flattering. Lena is surprised to see him take down a whole gargoyle by himself, as it's not possible for even multiple knights. She thinks of him as someone with God's power. Daesuk finishes the opponent and asks her if she's all right. She apologizes to him for being rude and calling him weak without realizing that he had the power of God. Daesuk tells her that it's nothing like that and gives her his name card. She gets confused to see it as she doesn't understand the language and says that she has a question for Daesuk. He tells her to keep that card with her, as he will return after completing his work at his company. He then walks into a portal, and she is surprised to see him wondering who he is. Daesuk goes to his office and continues with his work, followed by a lunch with his colleagues.